I just will never forget that last FaceTime call with my daughter on March 8th, I believe it was, a couple months ago. And Leif left the room for a few minutes. And then I started getting into a conversation with her, trying to, gauge what was going on and trying to see if we could have some sort of pathway to repair, just to find out, hey, would you like that? Is that okay? Could we do that? And she said, yeah. And I asked her, do you want me in your life? Do you want me there? And she kind of shifted and looked around and said, well, yeah, but it's complicated. And then she saw him walking back into the room, and she went, fear came over her face, afraid of any kind of negative consequence of opening up to me from her dad. And then he said, we shouldn't be asking Nadia those kinds of questions. We shouldn't be putting that kind of pressure on her. And then he flipped the subject. Right. But you can convince her to not live with me anymore and convince her of lies about me that are true, to influence her not wanting to have her mom around or talk with her mom. You can instill fear in her for having a relationship with her mom or communicating with her openly. And yes, I told the court these things. They didn't listen. They only want to listen to his side of the story. My words don't matter. I gave a testimony, and after a couple of minutes, I was cut off. And then the lawyer from the other party was asked to speak, and she started saying lies about me. And I said, that's not correct. I'm sorry, but that's not correct. Miss Goth, do not interrupt the other party. Seems very one-sided and unfair. One of the lies she started to say, or one of the lies that she said to the court, was that I was uncooperative about the court's order for therapy, which is incorrect. Last year, between September and December, I sent several recommendations and suggestions to their dad for a remote therapist who could do it virtually, and specifically that therapist could work with reunification of families. Each one was rejected on the basis that his excuse was, I don't think I could get them to sit there through a virtual session, so those won't work. Then on December 30th, The fact that a therapist hadn't been chosen yet and agreed upon between us both was blamed on me for dragging things out. And he was given sole authority to choose someone and to get that going for the goal of reunification with the kids and I. Well, he ends up picking a therapist that does virtual sessions. And then literally within 9 days of picking, of them starting therapy, motions to the court to get permission to move out of state. That is not a parent who actually means what they say when they say, oh, I support the kids reunifying with their mother. I encourage them. I tell them they should talk to her. I tell them that they should. I completely support their relationship. That is not the actions of a parent who actually means that.